Living on a sailboat, we've learned that weather isn't just something we check before heading out. It's a powerful force that shapes our entire existence. Out here, it's like a mighty conductor orchestrating our lives. A simple storm can turn our nights into a wild dance with strong winds and crashing waves, leaving us restless and uncomfortable.
Feels like we're touching bottom.
Despite the very slow, sluggish pace of navigating the narrow and shallow passages here, we do find solace in the protection they offer against the current harsh conditions in the Atlantic. However, with each inlet we pass, we check the weather, hopeful for a change that will allow us to return to our favorite sailing grounds and swiftly make a way back to Florida, covering miles in no time. I feel like we're practically right up on the beach. Hi, everybody! A dolphin just popped up. Where'd he go? There he is. Hello. Oh, dude. If you're new here, hi, I'm Brandy, and dolphins are my spirit animals.
Oh, yeah,
I like to think of them as water puppies. These guys are bottlenose dolphins. They're riding the bow wave like little surfers, using the force from the boat to push them forward. Probably not so much in the case of our boat, because they can swim up to 22 miles an hour. And Saoirse's highest speed ever was 14 knots, and that was going down a wave. I just love that sound. Whoa! What are you doing? Showing off. Man, he's just playing. I love it. I do have to say that they're making this gloomy, misty day so much better. But let's just be honest, they make any day better. The sun is beginning to set, and I sent Beau to bed so he could get a nap because I'm gonna have him navigate through the channel. I've been actually helming all day because he's been working on video. I think we're not gonna get to the Ocracoke Inlet until later this evening, which is good because we're gonna be looking at rising tide instead of low tide, and the tide will still be going out, or the current will still be going out. There is stated 4 feet waves. It's only a mile exit to get out of there, so it should be pretty decent. We have our tracks from before. We're just gonna follow those guys. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update of what's happening. Yeah, that's about as best of the sunset we're gonna get.
We decided to stay on the inside in the sound area. We just heard on the radio maybe an hour ago, there's a guy and his wife rounding Hatteras and they're getting beat up. So they called the Coast Guard, and they just wanted to let the Coast Guard know that they were out there because they're getting beat up so bad. So we're gonna go to Beaufort, and it'll probably take us all night to get there, but we'll probably exit Beaufort because the wind is slowly dying overnight, so it should be good conditions tomorrow. Been a slow go overnight. Brandy and I swapped out twice. I got the morning shift, which I don't mind so much. My first shift last night, there was this, I think, a shrimping boat. It got super close, so close I could see the hundreds of birds that were surrounding it. It got a little too close. I had to shine the spotlight onto our sail just to make sure he saw us. But outside of that, it's been calm. Nobody's out here except this guy. It looks like he's racing me to the river here. We're about to go through the we're in the Neuse River, and then we're gonna go down this canal, Adams Creek, I think it is, to get to Beaufort. Beaufort? Beaufort. I don't know. One of the two. Well, good morning.
Morning.
How'd you sleep?
Fabulous.
It sounds like a lie.
It's really hard to sleep with a bunch of chatter on the radio. Going through the ICW, I can see, I mean, people are just talking over each other, so that's been a little hard. But I slept a little bit before we got into the channel area here.
Yeah.
We are all over the place on what our plans are. Clearly, they've changed like 14 times already. We are currently going down to Beaufort, and we're going to maybe shoot out. The wind is changing, so we might have to tuck into Wilmington, which we're probably going to do anyway, so we don't have to go cut out into Cape Fear. Since we don't have our Iridium Go going right now, we feel more comfortable having weather and connectivity, so we're going to try to stay as close to the coast as possible. And if we could go to Wilmington, we can cut through and not have to go so far out and then cut back in to get to 10 miles of shore, because that's when we can pick up cell service. So, but if we're going to get out anytime soon, we need to switch out this head sail. 180.
180.
Mac Daddy. I mean, we're getting up to 3-4 whopping
I
speed.
bet you with the Mac Daddy we'll go 4 to 4.5.
Yeah. Okay.
Guaranteed.
Let's do it.
I wish all I had to do was snap my finger and change the sail. And this is what actually happens.
It's 8:12. So actually, let me start with the timer.
Okay.
8 minutes, 42 seconds.
Up she goes?
Yep.
So one of the issues that we're having with sailing the ICW is that we can only make so many miles in a day. And since we have, less than 2 weeks to get to where we need to be, we don't have that kind of time.
ICW at night.
Yeah, the ICW at night, I guess we could transit it, but it's pretty narrow passages.
But if we were going this speed, I'd be super comfortable going through here.
Yeah,
I mean, it can't be any more charted. And at night, it'll probably be less chaotic than during the day.
That's true.
But I do think that a little shot outside to Charleston wouldn't be too bad. Because we'd be protected from the northwest winds on the curve of Beaufort.
We're just trying to make all the plans possible so we can get there on time. Alright, since we're gonna go to the outside right now, we're gonna drop this 180. It's A little too much sail for being out there, and put up the 150. Ready?
Yep. Mac Daddy, down. Alright, gonna raise the 150. We are almost out of the channel.
Good.
Good. $150 big boy has been deployed. Into the ocean we go. Everything's tied down.
I hope. I hope. Into the
This
ocean.
needs to be put away though.
Ah, it's fine right there.
No.
It's like a big bed.
Actually, we've used it for a bed before. Into the ocean we go. The only wake that I see right now is caused by 2 huge power boats that just went out. So, looking pretty good. Looks like it might be a little choppy, but nothing we can't handle. Unfortunately, the tide is coming in, so. But the wind is strong and enough to pull us out of here. Ooh, is that from them, or is that?
That's from them.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look how close it is.
We're still going 2.8 even with the not current coming in, and the waves are like minuscule. They're like a little choppy, but they're not bad. Bye bye South Carolina.
Or actually Tuesday midday is when it switches to out of the west. Looks like we're gonna be dead downwind pretty much the whole time. So we're gonna raise the main and then prevent that off and then pull out the 150. Hopefully we'll be flying with that setup.
This is what I have to put up with. Much better. We have a little swell, but this is much better. Oh, I'm so happy it's warm-ish. We still have clothes on. You know it's gonna be a good trip when dolphins are here. Look at them. Oh yeah. Oh, hey. Spin it back around. Come on. Hi. Whoa. Oh wow. You spotted. Whoa, there's so many. Whee. Ah, there you are. Whoa! Hi! I thought y'all left. Whoa! Spunkies. You're pretty. Whoa! Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Wow. Oh wow. Oh wow, look at you guys. Wow. Wow, they were beautiful. I love the spots. Wow. Oh, they're fast. What a beautiful night. If I ever fall off the boat, it's going to be because I'm watching for dolphins. What a great day. We sure are happy that the weather allowed us to be back out here, enjoying dinner from the deck of our little floating home, watching the sun disappear into the ocean. When we initially set sail, our sights were set on no further north than the warm shores of Florida. Yet, here we are with an additional 1,300 nautical miles under our keel, discovering new places and experiences we never imagined. Each experience, each moment has left an incredible mark on us, shaping our lives in ways we couldn't have predicted. The unknown paths we have taken always have a way of reminding us that life's greatest adventures often lie beyond the familiar. All right, and that concludes the evening. We are heading toward Wilmington. We're kind of just making calls as it goes. Probably will be in Wilmington in the next 10 or so hours. We could cut through, and instead of cutting all the way out into Cape Fear, which is the little leg that comes out of South Carolina or out of Wilmington area, and head on in. And then we might take the ICW depending on weather. We might take out here in the ocean side again. We don't know. But for now, I'm gonna take the night watch, and Beau's gonna take the first sleep, and then we will switch out. Hopefully we will have a very unexciting night. I got the excitement of dolphins, and that's all I need. So, we'll see you in the morning. Good morning from Wrightfield Beach. We are heading into the inlet here in Masonboro. Instead of going around Cape Fear, we decided to go ahead and cut in here. It's going to lighten up a lot today, so we were thinking about just going down the ICW. We'll see. I don't know what we're doing, but right now we still have the whisker pull up from the evening sail, which has been an amazing sail well, Beau actually let me sleep most of it, so it's been an amazing sail for me. We are doing beam reach right now, and I actually need to point to go into the inlet, so we need to drop the pole, which is unfortunate because we're probably going to need it once we get back into the ICW, working our way down south. But I need to point kind of west, northwest to get in, so. And I had to wake up Beau in order to help me drop this pole. You got it? Do you need my help? You need this undone? I've got the motor on now, trying to get to the next little stretch of the ICW, and there's a sailboat coming in behind us. guy's on like 2 hours of sleep, if that. We made it to the ICW. The Mason Bro cut wasn't too bad. And I need coffee.
Yes, please. It's pretty out here.
It's pretty out here. We're not going very fast. We're going how fast?
1 knot.
With the 150 up. We will be getting past quite a bit today.
That's fine.
That's fine. We're used to it.
Had some asshole sailors at the inlet, though. Huh. Not nice. Not nice sailors.
Not nice to Brandy sailors. I mean, they weren't mean. It was just my
they
head
were.
sail was flopping, and she
Yeah.
was like, "You shouldn't be sailing in here." And he
Well,
was like, "You're
exactly.
going the wrong way." And it's
They
just
were
like,
being mean. They're being bullies. Like,
Well,
no. You
what-
can sail wherever the hell you want.
well, here's the other thing. Beau was down below. We have Hank on sails. Even if I wanted to have done something with it, I couldn't. I was in a current. I had the motor on. The sail was clearly flopping, but they just wanted to be meanie heads instead. That's fine. He was like, "You're going the wrong way." I'm like, "I'm just trying to get to Florida."
I wonder what the purpose of having an igloo-shaped house is.
I don't know if there's much of one for South Carolina or North Carolina. I feel like it would be maybe something for snow, but it looks like it's got Darth Vader's face.
Oh, yeah. Are you ready?
Ready. Dropping. Sail change number 223. Let's go.
8 minutes. Turn around, Lovey.
8 minutes.
Mac Daddy.
Booyah. All right, buddy. Take us to Florida. So cool. Found another Hank-on boat. Catamaran. Look at that. And Saoirse's keeping up. We also have the Mac Daddy out, so.
Generally speaking, it is a sailboat.
It's a catamaran. Do you call it truck a car?
Those two different things. It's an automobile.
There you go.
A truck and a car are an automobile.
But you would
Just
say
like a monohull and a catamaran are sailboats.
this is a sailboat. That is a catamaran.
No, it's a sailboat. Catamarans are boats with sails.
Mm. That boat's name is Brandywine. That used to be my nickname when I was growing up. Actually, my mom still calls me that. Oak Island Bridge, number 3000 bridge that we have now gone under. And yes, they have lost their appeal.
Uh-oh, caught speeding.
Status report.
0 wind. Motoring.
Just dropped the head sail. And with the sun goes the wind.
We're burning 500 watts, going 2 knots, which not bad at all. Should be a pretty chill night. It's so, yeah, it's just very serene out here.
Shelby's very excited. You okay?
Tired.
It is so beautiful. You should have seen the tree line back there. I couldn't even get it on camera because it was so dark, but it was gorgeous.
We just passed mile marker 20. We're coming westbound.
Are you headed south?
I'm sorry, yeah, south.
Alright, roger that. Can I get the name of the vessel again, your whole port?
Sure thing. The name is Saoirse, S-A-O-I-R-S-E, and the home port is Fort Pierce, Florida.
Really strong current right now, and there's like one little area where I'm trying to get through with the green marker on our port, and seems like two boats wanted to pass just at that same time, but they've been really nice on passing the right speed and slowing down and stuff. We chose to do the waterway this stretch because there is no wind, and we'd rather be in here motoring than out in the ocean motoring and just bobbing around. And not have an entrance to go into because it's supposed to be getting stronger south winds, west winds, and then really strong north winds. So we're probably going to be in an ICW a bit. We're really hoping for the stronger winds in the future to slow down so we can actually pop out in South Carolina and head to Florida. But we don't know if that'll happen. Anyways, last night, the only part that was The only part that was stressful was the barge that came at me. But they passed, it was fine, not bad. I thought this was gonna be pretty stressful, but it really wasn't. It was actually pretty peaceful. You could hear the crickets last night. You could smell like the jasmine or some sort of flower. I would just get wisps of it. And then this morning, the fog rolled in, and when the sun started to rise, the trees were just magnificent. I mean, I never thought I'd want to go down the ICW, and it is a little stressful at times with all the traffic because we're so slow, but the scenery is way different than what I thought. The ICW up here is different than the ICW in Florida. In Florida, it's just a bunch of flat lands and nothingness, whereas here you've got all these beautiful trees and the birds and and more birds.
The houses are pretty.
The houses are gorgeous. I mean, I would totally live here for sure. It's like right on the water, and you've got these beautiful trees. And
maybe half the year.
yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be here when it's cold, but the weather is getting warmer, so that is a definite bonus. Getting further south.
I, on the other hand, had 0 traffic, so my shifts were pretty easy. I did find it a little boring because at night everything looks the same. We were just passing residential areas, so it was just dock after dock. Yeah, it was very uneventful, which is always a plus.
All right, let's see how many bridges we can make it through today. Guesses on what number bridge that was.
Like opening bridge or any bridge?
Any bridge.
15. We decided to call it quits.
Just for the night.
Just for the night. We're about 25 miles away from Georgetown, which might take us all day or all night to get to. And because this area is just woods, there's not a lot of lighting. It's going to be tricky to navigate. It's very windy. There's a lot of stumps and all that stuff in the waterway, so we don't feel comfortable navigating at night. So we're going to drop the hook here and get some rest, because yeah, we're both pretty tired.
Very. Not a shabby locale. On Navionics it says they don't know how they were giving away the secret location. But they did. And here we are. I think we're gonna have a good rest. And we need it. Oh, I'm so tired. Should we just go to sleep now?
Sure.
I think we're just gonna go to sleep now. Night night.
Good, beautiful morning. It is very nice out here now. I think the temperatures gotten to a very comfortable temperature. It's more t-shirts and shorts weather now. And we are raising anchor now. Oh, this is so tough. And we are off. We're gonna get to Georgetown today and then stage up to go offshore finally, because this ICW thing, it's not our jam. It is so peaceful here though. Wow, it's so nice.
Oh wait,
If
I can go around the island. Can I go that way?
Yeah, go this way, towards the marina.
Yeah.
If we were just living on a boat somewhere, I gotta say, South Carolina definitely would be a spot. Past few days going up the ICW, we've had issues with our solar. It's actually not bringing in any power. It's the weirdest thing. I think it's the solar controller, our little Victron MPPT 120. It's either that or our solar panel has gone bad. I checked the connectors and I cleaned them out. There was a little tiny bit of corrosion, but I cleaned it all out and still nothing. I'm getting voltage to the controller,
but the controller doesn't want to spit out any amperage. So that's why I'm thinking it's the controller. But we shall see once we get to a place where we're not constantly moving, so I can reassess.
We were talking with our friends Brooke and Gary, well actually Gary this morning, and they're sending us pictures of them beating into it, going to New Zealand from French Polynesia. And I was telling Beau that I'm so grateful that we are not doing that right now, because the weather in the ocean is kind of the conditions that we would be doing that. We don't have a Dodger, so it makes it really salty and wet when we are doing that, and it's cold. Even though I'm having a very big love-hate relationship with our generator, which we've had to run because now our solar panels are not working and we're motoring so much, that at least we have this calm conditions, that we have the air height to fit it. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, I don't think you could pick a better time to come down through here. The trees and the water and just the wildlife has just been really cool to do, even though this was not the plan at all. This has never been the plan. The ICW was never in the plan. But as everybody knows, you can't make plans as a sailor. So as you can see, there's a sailboat coming up behind us. This is what you call a slow pass in the ICW. We're going 1.7 just to give them time to pass by. So lower your speed in order for someone else to pass. Because we are so slow, we always try to make it very obvious of which way we want them to pass us. We tried to hail them, they didn't answer, but clearly there's plenty more room on our starboard opposed to the port where we're just passing the marker. Good morning! Oh yeah, I guess we should tell you that we made it and we are sat. Actually, this anchorage is notorious for slipping the anchor. It's just really silty and viscous mud, but we're sat. We've been here for a couple hours now and we're about to run and do laundry, get groceries, gas, all the good stuff, and that way we can be ready to leave in a couple days. Ready?
Ready.